ABC 10 News starts now with breaking news.
Major news out of the nation's capital tonight, where President Trump and the First Lady have tested positive for coronavirus. The president tweeted an hour ago that he and Melania would begin their quarantine process immediately. And the White House doctor says the president will continue to carry out his duties without disruption.
It is suspected that the president contracted the virus from Hope Hicks, one of his top advisors. Just yesterday, she was seen boarding Marine One along with several other advisors. She also traveled with the president to the debate on Tuesday night in Cleveland. Of course, we will continue to monitor this breaking news and bring you the latest developments here on ABC 10 and on ABC Overnight.
Home run and having fun.
Tatis, he's going to lead Sports Center. He's done it again. Another home run, and the Padres add to their advantage.
Tonight, the dream is still alive as the Padres make a thrilling comeback to force a third game against the Cardinals in their wild card series.
Our ABC 10 News Sports Director Ben Higgins joins us with the highlights from an absolute barn burner.
It was one of the wildest games in San Diego Padres history, and it's only the beginning of October, but it's one they absolutely had to have to keep their season alive.
For the second straight day, the Padres fell behind the St. Louis Cardinals 4-0. Colton Wong with a two-run shot off Zach Davies in the second inning. With the Padres down 6-2 in the sixth, they needed something big to keep the season from slipping away. It came in the form of Fernando Tatis Jr., who shrugged off some earlier failures with men on to drive a three-run homer to left field that electrified the Padres offense. Next up, Manny Machado, and that is back-to-back home runs and a tie ball game. He's fired up. One inning later, it was Will Myers' turn. The first of two home runs for Will goes down the line to give the Padres their first lead of the series. Myers and Tatis would join Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig as the only pair of teammates to hit two home runs each in the same playoff game. The bat flip from Tatis. The Padres would hang on for an 11-9 win to even the series at a game apiece.
I'm not shocked. I'm not surprised. Just proud of the way that everybody contributed and just the consistent fight throughout the night.
I felt like tonight we finally turned that corner, was able to get some big hits when we needed and really rally.
And now the Padres have to do it all over again. Manager Jay Stingler says he doesn't even know who will be the starting pitcher for Game 3, but it'll be all hands on deck. Padres will need to win to advance to the National League Division Series. Outside Petco Park, I'm Ben Higgins, ABC 10 News.
Look at that scene just outside of Petco Park. Fans erupted in celebration when it became clear the Padres had won. Our ABC 10 News reporter Anthony Purr was there when the Padres were down, when they were up, and shows how the Friar faithful never lost hope.
The energy is electric out here after the Padres come from behind to win. This win means so much for fans that haven't been to a postseason since 2006. This was the moment Padre fans realized Game 2 belonged to them.
Feeling incredible as a native San Diegan. Obviously, I've loved the Padres forever, and we've waited a long time for a huge win like this.
The huge win wasn't easy. ABC 10 News started talking to fans at Bub's before the first pitch, and nerves were there going into a game with so much at stake.
Literally toes curling. I've been nervous.
But when the Padres fell behind, the fans never stopped believing in their team.
Oh, I'm confident. I mean, as long as the hitting starts, once that starts up, we're good to go. We're good to go. That's all we need.
The Friar faithful rewarded. The Padres came from behind to win the game. The playoff experience near the ballpark wasn't what many might have envisioned. The pandemic limited capacity at restaurants and appeared to have kept some people away. But many fans still wanted to watch the game with other fans.
Felt the energy. During all of COVID, we were so cooped up. It was great to feel spirit and feel alive again.
Alive after winning in such fashion, a comeback fans say was nothing short of special.
This is unbelievable. The comeback in this game, that's Padres this year. They played really good.
Anthony Purra, ABC 10 News.
Well, maybe it was the moon. This is the full moon out after another day of record-breaking temperatures. What a great shot there. That's our ABC 10 News photojournalist, Jeff Stevens. He shot that video of the harvest moon from Claremont. And our meteorologist, Angelica Campos, joins us live where people living inland may see some more triple-digit temperatures coming up tomorrow. Angelica.
Yes, Steve, the moon looked beautiful tonight. I'll be sharing some photos later in the show by our 10 News weather watchers. But the heat is the biggest story. We broke records today. We could potentially see more records tomorrow. An excessive heat warning will stay in effect for inland communities until 8 p.m. on Friday. Temperatures there will range in the hundreds once again. And even tonight, only dropping to 70 degrees in Escondido, 74 Kearney Mesa, and 74 in San Diego. Coming up in our forecast, I'll show you what the temperatures will look like tomorrow and which areas could potentially see records once again.
We'll see you then. Shark advisory signs will be up at Torrey Pines State Beach through tomorrow after 5 sharks were spotted off the coast. Experts say the sharks are juveniles. They are not unusual in the area. As ABC 10 News reporter Laura Acevedo shows us, these sharks aren't considered aggressive.
Surfers at Torrey Pines State Beach had close company Thursday. State lifeguards confirming at least 5 sharks were spotted in the water. Sky 10 capturing 3 of them swimming near surfers who appeared to have no clue.
I was just telling my friend I don't really want to risk it, so I'd rather leave for right now. I've been there for like a little too long.
This surfer decided to get out of the water after warnings from lifeguards about the sightings. The beaches did stay open.
We're the one invading their world, so we just have to have respect for that, and that's it.
The sharks were swimming about 50 feet from shore just north of Black's Beach. The largest shark believed to be about 10 feet.
Juvenile white sharks tend to feed on fish and other sharks and even stingrays, which I know are no friend to boogie boarders or surfers.
NOAA research biologist Heidi Dewar says these juvenile sharks are not generally aggressive towards humans, but said there are things to look for when you're in the water.
Be wary if you are in the water and you see a seal or a sea lion that looks freaked out. I would consider getting out of the water. Times when you're at greater risk from attack by adults is near river mouths, especially after a heavy rain or at dawn or dusk.
Shark sighting signs will remain in the area for the next 24 hours. Laura Acevedo, ABC 10 News.
A staff member at West Hills High School in Santee has tested positive for coronavirus. Now, this comes 2 days after Grossmont Union High School District reopened for in-person learning. The positive case has forced 23 students to quarantine at home and resume distance learning. The principal says the school has been sanitized. It will remain open for in-person learning for all other students. And here are the latest numbers. 305 new cases were reported today. That brings the total now to 47,485. 11 of those cases are connected to the outbreak at San Diego State. And there were 9 new deaths, bringing that total to 792.
This evening, the House passed a $2.2 trillion coronavirus stimulus plan. Among other things, it would reinstate the $600 per week enhanced unemployment benefit and send a $1,200 check to most Americans. But this Democratic bill has virtually no chance of getting through the Republican-controlled Senate. A Logan Heights man has been ordered to stand trial for murder and arson in a house fire that killed his parents and sister. Well, this was back in October of last year. 27-year-old Wilbur Romero's other sister and younger brother were injured in the fire but survived. And they told police that Romero had set the fires in the house before and talked about burning the house down with everyone in it. Romero denies starting the fire, remains in custody without bail.